Today we're having more fun on our dot grid paper, layering up four-pointed stars, squares, and triangles in a bold black and white design. I'm really loving this dot grid paper. It just frees me up to not have to do so much pre-work to set up a symmetrical design, and I just had fun putting round after round of triangles in different widths, different heights, some truly symmetrical, some a little asymmetrical. And so that set up my framework to come in and add lots of good details. And one of the things I want to point out is when I start out here, I'm just putting in details and there's not a lot of contrast from one round to another. And I think that's what makes these sorts of designs really special and stand out, is finding the right amount of black to add with your white to divide each of the layers, make each one stand out on their own without too much blending from one to the other. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going back in and adding more black. So again, that darker black around those herringbone areas will separate it from the next layer and actually gives it a lot more depth. Now I thought I wanted to go with a finer pen here, but ended up deciding to stick with a consistent width of line for these, and I really like that I went with a thicker one. Doing those just subtle curves makes those feel almost three-dimensional. And it looks like you could just reach in and pluck that little center section off the top of the design. So you know it's good when you can truly see the layers and the design looks like it has some dimension. So I was really happy about that. And here I went around and I did a line and I did some dots, and you know, I decided that was a little bit too cutesy for this. This is a pretty bold design with a lot of straight lines. So fortunately, I could just go in there and turn that into a bold black line and cover up all those dots, and I like it much better that way. I struggled a little bit with what to do in these asymmetrical areas here. I didn't want to do anything other than straight lines, but I didn't want to take away. So I ended up going with something really simple to add a little bit of fill without competing too much with the sections around it. And at this point I was like, am I finished? Am I really finished? And I decided that I wasn't. I thought that this needed a bolder background than just the white. So we're going to go in with this color that looks to me to be kind of a light cranberry color, and add a bold background so it stands out even more. Then I thought a square wasn't quite enough. I wanted to mimic what was in the shape, so I added these triangles on the edge, and then I took a look again. Am I finished? Am I really finished? And I thought really to frame it out, we needed to go around the outside of that background with a bold black pen. And now, you know, I think it looks pretty good. So YouTube thinks you should watch this video here on the left, and I've suggested a playlist here on the right for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.